There can be few sights more unedifying than watching the politicisation of murder. In the wake of the London Bridge terror attack in which 2 young people were killed by Islamist extremist Usman Khan, the Conservative and Labour Party began trading blows over who was to blame for the murderer's early release from prison. Khan was convicted in 2012 of an extensive plot which included plans to attack the London Stock Exchange. He left Belmarsh Prison on early release in December 2018. After the murders, Boris Johnson blamed the previous Labour administration for the early release programme. The audacity was staggering. The Conservatives have been in power since 2010. They've had almost a decade to fix any security problems created by Labour. Johnson was Foreign Secretary between 2016 and 2018 and should have spotted any deficiencies himself. Labour in turn has blamed the Tories for austerity cuts which have damaged the prison and probation service and created a security risk. Jeremy Corbyn said you can't keep people safe on the cheap. Ian Nixon, a former prison governor who led a government review into Islamist terrorism in the prison and probation service, said, "At the heart of this is the destruction of the prison and probation service through crazy, failed, ideological austerity cuts." Nixon, who describes himself as a conservative, added, "We went far too far, far too fast, we are now reaping what we sowed." Whilst it's grotesque to watch politicians try to make capital out of death, the technical debate over early release and cuts to the justice system must be had. We need to have the right framework and laws in place to keep us all safe. However, such technical debates about the mechanics of prison and probation become a substitute for a much more important debate that we need to have: what do we do with terrorists? Can terrorists be rehabilitated? Should terrorists ever be released from prison? This is a discussion this country has been reluctant to engage in, as it's a troubling one. It's much easier in the aftermath of a terrorist atrocity to debate the issues that each particular crime raises. Were the intelligence services vigilant enough? Why was he released from prison early? Did no one see this coming? Rather than have a national conversation which tries to explore the big questions when it comes to tackling and preventing terror. I've written about terrorism for nearly 30 years, and I can assure you that terrorists do not simply wake up one morning and decide they hate a particular group of people so much that they are going to go out and kill them. Terrorism is driven by weakness, a sense of powerlessness, exclusion, rejection. People who feel happy and confident, who believe they will flourish in society, do not become political killers. Nascent terrorists also believe. Either rig. For more on this story, visit the news article link.